Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and today we are checking out something that is insanely cool. We are actually going to take a closer look at each of the different captives that have just launched for Jurassic World Rebirth, so I can check them out with you guys and kind of give you a sneak peek of everything that is included in the line so far, some of which I have actually already reviewed on the channel. Kind of had a jump start on that. So, let's go ahead and readjust the camera, move all of these things out of the way quickly. The first thing we have are these, and if you are not familiar with what these are the Jurassic World Rebirth Captivz Dinoramas. I have reviewed each and every one of these sets actually on the channel already, as they did recently show up at my local Walmart, and I know they are showing up at Walmarts all over the place. You basically can currently see a shot of the front and back of the different packaging, because here is the front, and you can see this is the Tyrannosaurus Rex version. There are 14 pieces included, and again, you can see the Captivz Dinorama logo right there, and of course that beautiful Jurassic World Rebirth logo over here on the side. Kind of a little sneak peek of the different sets as they are kind of laid out, and then here on the back you can pretty much get a good feel for what is included in this set, and then over here on the side a nice shot of the Rebirth T-Rex, and you can also see that this is the land scene. Then you move on over, you've got the Quetzalcoatlus, and this obviously again features a nice image here on the front of the set, the fact that it does include 14 pieces. Over on the side, again, that same sneak peek of all of the different sets laid out. On the back, a nice little shot here showing everything that is included in the packaging, and then over here you can see a nice shot again of the Quetzalcoatlus from Jurassic World Rebirth, as well as the fact that this is the air scene. And then the final piece of the puzzle, as I spin it around everywhere, is the Mosasaurus version, and you can again see Captivz Dinorama, of course the shot of everything with the 14 pieces up there on the side, the shot of all of the different sets laid out. Then we've got the back again showing off pretty much everything included, and then a shot over here of the Rebirth Mosasaurus, as well as sea scene. So that lets you know that we do have land, sea, and air here when it comes to the 3 different dinoramas that are included. And if you'd like a sneak peek at what these look like, here they are now assembled and looking super cool next to each other, and each and every one of these sets, in my opinion, are fantastic. I love the entire idea behind this, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that Toymonster International does more of this in the future. I wouldn't even mind them extending into the other films in the franchise, because there are so many possibilities for the type of stuff they could release like this. Definitely keeping my fingers crossed for more dinoramas. But if you would like to see a closer look at each and every one of these sets, check out the playlist that I have for the Jurassic World Rebirth reviews here on the channel, and you will be able to find reviews for each of these. As we have now pushed the dinoramas off into the distance, you can see the standard eggs from Toymonster International. These are the usual Captivz eggs. And as far as the packaging goes, you can see the Jurassic World Rebirth logo, Captivz Build and Battle Dinos. You can also see that there is a rare metallic dino, and then we've got a really nice shot of the Spinosaurus, and a shot up here telling us that there are 13 overall to collect. And then as we move around, you can get a good feel again for pretty much how it is all laid out. So let's go ahead, open this up, and we'll see what dino we have inside. So once you break open the egg, you can see the egg is a silver coloration, and it's very nicely textured, which is really fun. Inside the egg, you do have an area of slime like you usually do, and on it you can see air, sea, and land, which is actually quite cool. This is also the sand slime, and we have the Jurassic World logo right here. We're not going to open this up and mess with the slime, not necessarily something I'm too interested in, but I'm sure it's super cool. Everybody, you know, as long as they're younger anyway, enjoys slime. And then we have the packaging for the actual figure itself, which does have some really nice Jurassic World logos and everything all over. So let's go ahead, open this up, and see who we have in here. And it is... oh, it is a really cool one. We have ourselves the D-Rex, and not just the D-Rex, the rare metallic D-Rex. And look at how awesome that card is. Man, I love these cards. Oh, so apparently the back is going to eventually form some kind of giant image. But let's go ahead and assemble our D-Rex here. And there we go. You can get a nice closer look at the D-Rex itself, which looks absolutely insane. Man, this thing is crazy nice. The actual sculpt and detail on this is phenomenal. I can honestly say when it comes to the sculpt and the overall detail and everything, even though this one is just a straight up metallic tone, this might be the most impressive D-Rex I've seen as far as like the overall appearance goes. Somehow maybe even better than the Mattel version when it comes to the actual sculpt of the figure. That thing is incredible. And then we also have the slip here, which shows us everything that is included in the line, so you don't have just one rare metallic figure. As you can see, you have another with the Spinosaurus, and as we move over through, we can see there is also a Sinoceratops, an Ankylosaurus, a Velociraptor, a Mosasaurus, a Pteranodon, and then we have a Compsognathus, a Spinosaurus, a D-Rex, the standard version, a Quetzalcoatlus, the Kentrosaurus, and a T-Rex in the line. Again, 13 overall to collect. And if that's not cool enough, if you can readjust the camera, Andy, we have the supersized eggs as well. So I have actually already reviewed one of these on the channel, and we'll have reviews up for all of them for sure. But as you look at it, you can see there are 8 surprises inside. Again, we've got the Spino here on the front. As we move over, Pop and Lock, Dino, and Slime, which is not technically entirely in slime. There are a few different things that kind of go together, which you can see here. You've got like the jungle moss slime, you have prehistoric sand, and then you have this aqua gel, and that's the place where you would find the 3 pieces to whatever figure you acquire. And then you can also get a good feel for everything that is included in the line, as well as what species we have, which is the T-Rex, Mosasaurus, and Spinosaurus. So I'm pretty intrigued to see who we actually have in this egg. Let's pop this one open and find out. So we are now opening it up, and we can see we've got the prehistoric sand. We also have the aqua gel, and then we have the jungle moss slime, and we can immediately tell who we have as far as who is included. You can see the tail right there, which means we've got ourselves the T-Rex. And there is the card, there is the back of the card, and then of course inside you have the super cool stickers, again for Jurassic World Rebirth, which we did see in the Spino egg, and then we have this, which shows off the entire line of supersized figures, which as you can see is the Spinosaurus, the Mosasaurus, and the T-Rex. So we're not going to assemble this guy right now. We're going to wait for the actual review and then check that all out together. And if all that wasn't enough, we actually have more Captivz that have come out. So as we can clearly see, as I drop one, Toymonster International has come into this absolutely locked and loaded and ready to go, because you also have the Captivz Smash and Hatch figures. And these are definitely different, you know, a little bit different from your standard Captivz eggs. And just like with the supersized figure, I think we're going to hold off and actually create an entire video for these guys so I can kind of cover the different lines. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to acquire all of these, obviously. There are 8 dinos to collect. It does state that on the bottom. We only have 3 right here right now. So we won't be able to cover for sure the entire line at this point once I do this video, but I will go ahead show you guys again in a different video what figures we have in the Smash and Hatch line. So as you can see, again, we've got tons of stuff from the Captivz line this time around. Lots of really cool dinoramas. You've also got the standard Captivz, you've got the supersized Captivz, as well as these very cool Smash and Hatch eggs. So I have to give a massive shout out and a thank you to Toymonster International and Playwise partners for being incredibly cool and sending these over to me so I can take a look at them with you guys. So make sure you check back, and actually the reviews of the dinoramas are already live, and of course the reviews for these other figures will be very soon. So again, check those out, pick these up at Walmart if you are interested, and like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.